Could it possibly be that who you're looking for is looking for you to show up? I believe that somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. Here's the question: how much longer will you make them wait? This is why I want you to lean in on this conversation today, because I want to talk about the creation of separation, really how to leap out of the people pile. Yeah, how to leap out of the people pile. And one thing I realize is that in the NFL, in order for a wide receiver to become one of the top players in the game, to become a master of his craft, for him to even catch the ball, what he has to do is that he has to create separation from the defender. Yeah. Why? If the great Jerry Rice was playing right now, if the great Randy Moss was playing again right now, if all of the top NFL wide receivers were just playing the game right now, they would tell you that their success is based upon their separation. That's number one. Your success is based upon your separation. What do I mean by that? Doesn't mean that you are a person who is just totally against connecting with people and you're just totally off-putting and you are someone who is got your head up in the clouds and you don't have the common touch. No, no, no. I'm talking about your success is based upon your separation, meaning that you're doing something different to stand out. If you're going to get out of the people pile, you have to do something different that's going to make you stand out. What is that? What is it that you have been gifted to do? What is it that nobody can do quite like you can do it? I don't care if everybody's doing what you're doing. I don't care if everybody's a speaker. I don't care if everybody's a writer. I don't care if everybody's a real estate agent. I don't care if everybody is a scientist or a lawyer. Nobody can actually litigate specifically like you. Nobody can actually speak and write specifically like you do it. A lot of people want the secret sauce, but here it is. The secret sauce, the ingredients is about sacrifice. The primary ingredient is about sacrifice. What is it that is going to differentiate you from everybody else based on how you speak, how you think, your eating habits, your habits throughout the particular day, who it is that you connect with, your mentors? All of those specific elements speak to the genesis and the fabric of who it is that you are. Your success is dictated by your separation. Here's the separation aspect as well. That separation aspect is putting a hard line, drawing a line in the sand, stiff arming all of those who would be deleterious to your destiny. All of those detractors, all those individuals who would continue to tell you what you're not going to be, what you're not going to become, what you're not going to overcome. Stiff arming all of the thoughts that have made a bed in your head that keep you stuck like Chuck in a pickup truck, that keep you stymied and stagnant and stifled. You have to create the separation. Here's what I've done to create the separation. Listen, I've written 19 books, one of which is my latest book. Not only is the ebook number one, but the paperback copy also went number one on Amazon too. Know your no, how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. I am willing to write and talk about topics that many people would be avoiding. I'm willing to write and talk about things that most people would be afraid to speak about. And I'm willing to be opinionated. I'm willing to address it, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. And boundaries are very uncomfortable. Having to tell people no is very uncomfortable because we grow up in a yes man, yes person type of society. Got too many yes people around us. And so that's one thing I'm willing to do. Written 19 books. That has opened doors for me to be able to speak. That has opened doors for me being able to pastor a church. Right? All of those specific intangibles has become my particular genesis and my particular ingredient of creativity and of mastery, to where there is, yes, consistency, but there's also frequency. Last few years, not only have I just written one book a year, I've written 2 books per year. All of that speaks to consistency. It speaks to frequency, continually staying in people's faces. The only way to make yourself findable is to have something that is worth finding, is to continue to put yourself out there, is to continue to masterfully produce. It is to continue to speak even when your voice shakes and when it trembles. What are you going to do to leap out of the people pile? What is it that you've been gifted to do? Somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. Here's the question: how much longer will you make them wait? What are you going to do to create separation? What are you going to do to create separation from the competition? What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? What are the obstacles? What are even the opportunities? What are also the threats? What are the things that you feel as if you have to fit in because you're so afraid of standing out? Come on. Everybody's going to eat the same these days. Everybody's a carbon copy of everybody else. Everybody sounds like everybody else. Everybody dresses like everybody else. Everybody tries to have the same kind of friends as everybody else does. But are you willing to go against the grain? Are you willing to do something different to get something different? Because here it is: individual mastery, developing your clear present identity, knowing your no, being able to say no to the wrong things and yes to the right things, yes to the real grandiloquent you, is going to now usher you into the greatness of what it is that you've been called to do and what is it that you've been called to be. Opportunities are awaiting you. You're not waiting for the opportunity. You got to get busy for the opportunity that is already prepared, but you've got to get ready to step into it. There's something that you have continually been delaying. There's something that you've been continually procrastinating about. And here's what I came to tell you: procrastination is a thief of joy. Stop putting the years all the way back. Stop putting the days all the way back. When now is the time for you to usher yourself into the greatness of who it is that you are by going forward and making no apologies to go and get it. Get out of the people pile. It's stifling you. It's causing you to be and feel claustrophobic. It's suffocating you, staying down there when you've been called to be risen up here, when you've been called to elevate up here, when you've been called to level up. Have to understand that success is about separation. Success is also about sacrifice. For you to get out of that people pile, there are some sacrifices that you're going to make. There's some sacrifices that you're going to have to make. Whether it is with your sleeping habits, whether it is with you making sure that you're getting the proper rest, proper nutrition, the proper exercise, you building healthy boundaries, You making sure that you are budgeting your time, your money, your energy, your resources. You being very, very overprotective with you. You moving into that particular place to say, listen, I'm going to sacrifice a few years right now. I'm going to sacrifice a few days. I'm going to sacrifice a few opportunities right now so that I can get to where I need to be. And when I'm willing to do what I need to do now, I can understand that I'm now building for the future. That sacrifice is understanding this. There's two types of pain in life. One is the pain of discipline, and secondly is the pain of consequence. The pain of consequence says, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I would have. I wish I should have. I wish I could have. I should have. Pain of discipline says, listen, I didn't feel like doing it, but I'm glad I did it. I didn't feel like writing a book, but I'm glad I did it. I didn't feel like writing multiple books, but I'm glad I did it. I didn't feel like putting my pain on paper and turning it into power, but I'm glad that I did it. Sometimes I felt like being lazy, but I'm glad that I pushed through my own feelings, my own idiosyncratic behavior, so that I could get to where it is that I needed to be, so that I could show up, grow up, and then help people to do the same. Many of us disqualify ourselves because we don't feel as if we are an expert in our particular craft. Well, I'm not an expert when I talk about this. I'm not an expert when I write about that. All you have to do is just be one step ahead of the next person. All you have to do is just be one step ahead of the next man or the next woman. And you can now lean back, turn around to teach the person who's behind you who doesn't even know how to take the first step initially. If you have accomplished anything by taking just one step, you are qualified to teach. You don't have to be a know-it-all because a know-it-all really knows nothing at all. All you need to do is have prior knowledge. All you need to do is know what it is that you need to know so that you can delegate, so that you can innovate, so that you can educate the next particular individual. If you're going to be successful, you got to create separation. If you're going to be successful, there's got to move into a place of sacrifice. If you're going to be successful, here's what you have to understand. You're going to have to bounce back from setbacks. There's going to be certain things that want to deter you. There's going to be certain things that try to push you off your square and get you down and make you feel as if you're less than and that you don't have enough and that you're not an overcomer and all of these specific things. You're going to have to push through what it is that you're going through. Bouncing back from the setback, even when you don't feel like it. Even when it feels as if the walls of the world are closing in on you and now you're feeling claustrophobic. And you see everybody else might be doing what you're doing and getting ahead of what it is that you're doing. No, 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 no. Got to change your negative narrative. Got to tell yourself what it is that you're going to accomplish, how it is that you're going to get there. You walk into your bread aisle in any grocery store, and I'll tell you this. One particular product or producer of bread does not stop producing because there are other brands of bread. Just because they're pumpernickel, wheat doesn't stop producing. Just because there's a zucchini bread, other brands of bread don't stop producing. Just because there's Ezekiel bread doesn't mean that other brands stop producing. That particular brand of bread understands that I'm too unique to compete. I'm too rare to compare. Whoever is for me is for me. I'm not competing with another form of bread. I'm just being the best brand of bread that I can possibly be. Same rule applies for you. You don't have to compete with anybody else. You just compete with you being better than where you were yesterday. You compete by just getting a percentage better, just a little bit better today than you did yesterday. It's me versus me. It's you versus you. Everybody may be producing bread, but nobody can do it like you. Everybody may be a speaker, but nobody can speak like you. Everybody may be a writer, but nobody can write like you. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody may be a singer, but nobody can actually sing particularly like you. Do you? Nobody can beat you being you. Be you, make no apologies for your greatness. Show up, shine, and understand that if you're really going to catch the ball like that wide receiver, if you're really going to catch opportunity, if opportunity is going to be in your grasp, if favor and open doors are going to be in your grasp, here's what you have to do. You have to create separation. Create separation from anything that separates you from success. Did you hear what I said? Create separation from anything or anyone that separates you from success so that you can be at your best. If not, you'll always drop the ball. If not, it doesn't even matter if you're wide open. You'll drop the opportunity because you have not separated yourself from anything that separates you from success. This is a book that's going to draw you closer to success. I want you to go and get it. Know your no. Know your no. It's worth knowing your no. You got to know who to know, and you got to know who to know. That's for sure. How to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. I want you to go ahead and get the book right now. It's available on Amazon. You can also get copies at my website, EddieConnor.com/know your no. It went number one on Amazon for a reason, not just the ebook, but the paperback. They both went number one on Amazon for a reason. Extra, extra, read all about it. Go get your copy. Share a copy with somebody else. Gift a copy to somebody else. It's the book that's really going to speak life into your life. No holds barred, straightforward. And listen, it's going to give you the gut punch that you need and hit you right between your eyes so that you can see where it is that you need to go and how it is that you need to grow. Let's grow together. I'm going to grow your wings in my Eagles community, empowering you to soar into greater success and purpose. Go to theeaglesacademy.com is where I coach you, or where I teach you, where I mentor you, where I shift you from where it is that you are to where you can be. Go to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button. I want you to fill in that form. Guarantee you're going to be transformed with my practical, strategic structure and solutions for how to grow your greatness. Let's soar into greater levels of success and purpose. TheEaglesAcademy.com. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that. From another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter. Peace and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. My 19th book is everywhere. I want you to go ahead and get your hands on my new book, Know Your No. It's all about how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. Boundaries are not limitations. Boundaries are for liberation. You're going to find a way to unbox yourself. You're going to find a way to really love yourself and to move into a place of emotional regulation, to stand your ground, to draw a line in the sand, stand 10 toes down on it. Don't do the electric slide. Don't moonwalk away from it, but really stand wholeheartedly down on what it is that you say. It's for your protection. It's for your self-care. Moves you into a greater place of self-awareness and emotional regulation, and developing your mental health and creating boundaries so that you can abound to a new and a greater level. Go right now to get a signed copy at EddieConnor.com. EddieConnor.com. And then, of course, you can also get it on Amazon. Go and get the book right